SPANCO, understanding the 6 phases of a sales cycle for successful selling. Friends, SPANCO is one of the very popular and very relevant and very powerful concept to understand the various phases through which a sales process goes through. And SPANCO is an abbreviation for S stands for suspect, P for prospect, A for approach, N for negotiate, C for close, O for order. It all flows linearly down. We start with the suspect universe. Suspect means the entire universe of prospects who are there in the market, who are likely to have the scope to purchase your product and services. This may be a huge number of people across geographies. So what we need to do is you need to realize that you have a limited scope in terms of resources and reach. So the first thing which has to be done by any enlightened, powerful business person is to filter these suspects in order to find out the most potential, the most prospective, the most amenable, the most reachable among the prospective customers for your product. So you filter from the bigger universe, a smaller universe of prospect whom you can approach and have a higher probability of getting them into making a sale. So that's the first step, suspect to prospect. And one more important filter which is used is called as the man. The suspect who's got need, authority, money, and also is reachable in a very economical and easy manner is a person whom a company should curtail them or filter them into the prospect. After you have finalized the prospect list from the suspect, then you have to have an approach strategy as to how you will approach each of them and make your presentation. And that's an approach strategy. Here again, the territory planning becomes very important. You have to club and cluster those prospects into areas which can be met at a definite periodical manner. The third step is the approach. How do you meet them? Even you decide the frequency at which you will meet them, and thereby you ensure that you have an appropriate travel plan to ensure that you are able to cover the maximum number of prospects. You approach each prospect with all the information as we have studied, with the pre-call, during and post-call strategy in place. You approach each of the prospect with maximum number of information about each prospect, approach them, and then you move on to the next one of negotiate, wherein you put into practice all the 5 steps of selling, which is normally applicable during the call, like greeting, warm-up, qualification, presentation and close. That's a negotiation stage. And after identifying the need, desire, problem and proposing your advantages of your product and services as per the unique ability of your products, then you move towards the close, wherein you are trying to complete the sales order and get the purchase order from the prospect, and then you transition to finalizing your order and ensuring that the execution takes place as per your commitment. So SPANCO is a beautiful model which enables every salesperson to have the clarity as to who are the people whom you are supposed to meet, who are the prospect you are supposed to meet, and how do you approach, negotiate, close and order them, and keep a monitoring of them. Friends, it's very important that why SPANCO is important is it enables you to define your market. It defines the number of people whom you are going to meet, and you're going to keep a tab and measure as to how exactly each of them are moving towards your end objective of closing a sale and getting an order, and thereby ensuring that your organization gets the due productivity and profitability out of your marketing and sales effort.